1 second. All right, we're live.
Okay, so Roderick, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through the different products inside the Start Living back office, and just as a reminder, these things will be available here very quickly. Okay, I mean, very quickly where people can have access to them, and some of them already are, but we have to upload the numbers. But I really just want to go through each one of them and explain exactly what they are, how they work, and how you can take advantage of it. Okay, so number one with our 2SL holidays, just to be perfectly clear, anyone who owns a 2SL Silver, a 2SL Gold, or a 2SL Platinum will have access to the 2SL holidays. And what that is that's your free accommodation. So for the Silver you have 5, for the Gold you have 11, and for the Platinum you're going to have those 30 different free accommodations that you get to choose from. So the way it works right this very second versus the way that it's going to work here in just a few days is going to be a little bit different, but you still have access to these. Okay, you can still use them actually today. So, and in fact, we've even had some people from your group that's already came in that have already submitted some requests to travel. So just so you know, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go through this. The first one here, we're going to go ahead and click on 2SL Holidays. And what's going to happen is it's going to just come to a page where it explains a little bit about the different destinations, the benefits of the program. So you can go through all this. I would encourage everyone to take a look at the facts for sure, the FAQs, because it answers a lot of those questions that people have, about when they can travel, how they can travel, who they can travel with. All those type of questions on the FAQs. They're going to get answered. So again, I would definitely encourage everybody to take a look at that. We already have the site in Spanish as well, so if anyone speaks Spanish, they can take a look at that. But if you go right here to the book option, it's going to take you to the place where, again, we're going to mention some really crucial information like, number one, hey, all bookings must be 45 to 60 days in advance of traveling. That's probably the number one thing here that everybody needs to remember when trying to book these free accommodations is that if you're wanting to travel within the next 20 to 30 days, this is not the option for you, okay? These need to be planned vacations. As you can see, the other thing that we tell people, if it's 5 days before or 5 days after a major U.S. holiday, we encourage you not to try to book. That doesn't mean that you can't. It just means that there's a chance if you throw those dates in there that the vacancy inside these hotels that we work with, it's going to be challenging for you to be able to get. The other thing that I want to mention about these free accommodations is that a lot of people get it confused because you're so used to booking online, right? You book with Expedia or you book with hopefully GoStartLiving.com now. But when you book through a normal travel portal, all you do is you select a location, you pick the hotel that you want, and then you book it. Where this is a little bit different is you're going to come down here to the bottom and you're going to choose where would you like to go. Okay, and here's all the different options of where you can choose to go with your free accommodation, so you can pick it. It gives you a second option. Honestly, this is going away, but for now, you can go ahead and you can select a different option if you want. You're going to be able to enter your information, your companion's information, and all this information is crucial, and probably the most important part is your phone number and your email, because we will have someone that's going to call you. So what we're going to do is we're going to receive this booking form, okay? So you're going to make sure to pick 2 different dates. The reason why we have people pick 2 different dates is because, I mean, quite frankly, maybe the first option that you give is just not an option, okay? So we always encourage you to pick a second choice. We try to accommodate everything we can. In fact, I mean, especially for people who are making their very first booking, we try to do everything in our power to make sure that it's booked on the exact date that you want to go, but we always encourage people to pick a couple different dates. If you have any special needs or anything, you can throw them in the comments, hit agree, and hit submit. Now, when you do that, what's going to happen is our travel desk is going to receive this booking form, okay? They're going to review it, they're going to contact you, they're going to verify the dates, they're going to verify all your information, and they're going to submit this request. Now, once a request is submitted, you're going to get a live call, right? Someone's actually going to pick up the phone and call you within 7 business days to go over this trip information with you, okay? So again, they're going to verify where you're going, how many nights that you're wanting to stay. They'll even talk to you about some options. So maybe you want to stay a couple extra nights that's not included included in your free nights. They can help you with that. Maybe you want to upgrade from, a basic room to a suite. They might be able to help you with that, assuming that, there's room, and they will go over all these prices with you. Now, the other thing that's going, as you're looking at this system right now, what I want you to know is this is going to change. Okay, we're actually changing the process here of how you book, and we will go through that as soon as it's live, which I said will be in just a few days. But if you're looking to book an accommodation now, if you can't wait for a couple days for this system to change, then just go on here and do exactly what we showed you to do. You'll be able to select from all the different locations, but as I said, just make sure that it's 45 to 60 days out, number one. Make sure that you understand that when you submit that location, you don't get to choose the hotel in that location, right? We work with specific groups of hotels, and we're going to work with the vacancy. So wherever we can put you, we'll put you. Now, what I'll tell you about these hotels, though, every single hotel that is in our lineup of hotels has been chosen by our third-party company. They have personally visited these hotels. These are nice 3-4-star hotels. You're not going to be staying at the Ritz-Carlton, I can tell you that, but you will never stay at a dump either, right? These are going to be very nice places that you would want to take your family, so you don't have to be concerned with that. But it's not an a la carte where you can just go out there and say, hey, I want to go to this hotel in this city because it's a free accommodation, and I want to go on these dates, and that's not how it works. Okay, so I just want to be clear on that. So Roderick, on this first product, again, this is for silver, the gold, and the platinum. So before I move on to the next products, is there any questions, that maybe something I didn't cover, anything that you think members might want to know before we move on?
Well, I guess at this point, to let them know that even though it's called 2SL Holidays, doesn't mean it's only used during the holidays, correct?
Absolutely not, and that's a great question. And that holidays name, we're actually toying with the fact that we might change it. I mean, as silly as that might sound, but there's a couple reasons why. Number one, holidays does not translate that well into Spanish and other countries that are, languages that we're going to be working in. And number two, for some reason, like you said, even in English, it causes a little bit of confusion. Now in Europe, holidays, that's what they call vacation. So we're considering changing this a little bit. But what you're going to see, just direct to that point, is you're going to see a different booking engine for silver, for gold, and for platinum. So if you are a silver member, there's going to be an actual portal that you're going to register a number, you're going to register your email address, and you're going to be able to see a whole different integration here. And this is actually done, okay? And Roderick, I might even gave you a sneak peek at that. But that integration is done. So we're going to be making that live where people can do this, and it's going to be an easy process. So I think the defining, 2SL Silver, 2SL Gold, 2SL Platinum will be very, very different here in the next couple of days, where people can easily say, hey, okay, I get it now.
Okay, now, Les, we know that the booking agent will call them back within 7 days, so it's possible they can call them back a lot sooner. And of course, if they missed the call, they could definitely will leave a number for them to call them back, correct? Or
yeah, absolutely. A couple things. Number one, they will call within 7 business days. And I know anytime you're booking a vacation, obviously you're anxious, right? And the other thing that, just so everybody knows, the other thing that will change right here in this process is that, there is a $12.50 nightly tax fee that's going to be charged up front. Okay, so like this $10 booking fee that you see right here, that's not going to happen. We're totally removing that. But when someone goes through the process of deciding where they want to go and booking this, there's going to be a $12.50 per night tax. Now, as you know, it's not legal for us to pay taxes for people, so we can't do that. So, the taxes could be more than that. They could be less than that, and the agent will definitely go over that with you when they're speaking to you. But yeah, you should expect a call within 7 business days. And I want you to keep something in mind too. As I said, I know it's tough, especially when you're anxious. But since you're booking, hopefully, if you're following the rules, 45 to 60 days out, you're going to be fine as far as that window of having to purchase your plane tickets or anything like that. You're not going to see prices go up. Usually, especially within just a week, especially if it's that far out.
okay, and so let me be correct. This particular portal we're looking for is for the holidays, correct?
Correct.
And that is also in conjunction with what I was sharing with the other day, right? Is those two connects, correct?
That's correct. Yeah,
Okay.
these are the free accommodations. What you're looking at, but like I said, each product level is going to have its own portal here in just a few days. In fact, I mean the gold and the silver and the gold are complete. Platinum, we're still just waiting on them to update a couple things there, but it's done for all purposes. It's done. It's just a matter of having it where we can show it to you.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess we can move on to the next one here. The next product that we're going to talk about is our 2SL Hotel and Resorts. And I can tell you, and Roderick, I told you this just the other day when we were speaking, I think this is probably going to be the most used product that we have. And the reason why I believe that is because this is going to be some of that anytime that you want to travel type of vacations, right? So if you want to travel tomorrow, you can definitely do it. So each one of you will have your own unique card that you're going to be able to choose here. We'll give you the number. You're just going to hit validate card, and now you are inside this travel portal. So I want to give you just a quick example here. We're going to go to Las Vegas. Everybody wants to go to Vegas, right? And let's just look at, I don't know, August 3rd for 4 nights. So that would be a Monday through a Friday. I'm going to go ahead and hit go. So it is searching right now. Okay, so you start to see our prices pop up, and then you see some prices above it. And your first thought is probably, well, that's the retail price. This is 2SL's price. And that's somewhat correct, but I want to show everybody just something. And I'm going to go ahead and choose this first hotel here, which is the Hard Rock, okay? And we're going to choose this room right here, which is, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to take you to Expedia, if I can spell. We're going to do the same exact search that I just did for you. Okay, so we're going to go to Las Vegas. I just want to show you guys this in action so you can see how powerful this is, because again, this is an anytime you want to take a trip type of portal, right? So what do we do? I think we did the 3rd, and then we were checking out on the 7th. So I'm going to go ahead and go to search here. Just give me 1 second. And we're going to look at that. I think we did the Hard Rock there. So I'm going to type in Hard Rock just to save us some time. Okay, so here we go. This is the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. That's what we just looked at. So we're going to go ahead and go right here to book it. We're going to hit book. It's going to bring us down. You can see this is the same exact type of room. Okay. We're going to hit book, and we're just going to hit pay total. So on Expedia's website right now, you can see that it's this total trip right now, the same exact one we're going to look at here in 1 second on our 2SL portal. It's $520. Same exact date, same exact type of room. On 2SL, our total is $351. So that's a pretty good discount. I mean, I can't do that math in my head. I'm not that smart, but if someone gave me the option of paying $520 or $350, I know I'm picking $350, right?
Absolutely, every time.
Every time. So, and this is Hard Rock Cafe. And here's the cool thing: this is booked exactly like you book it on Expedia or anything else. You're just going to scroll down here. You're going to enter all your information, your credit card information, and you're going to confirm the reservation. And it's that simple. Okay, and this is a worldwide portal. You know, I mean, I showed you Vegas, but you literally could go anywhere that you wanted to go. I mean, we look at Orlando, same exact dates. I mean, we won't go through all this example, but I wanted to show you. I mean, we have some huge opportunities for travel and for savings on a regular basis. And the key thing that I really wanted to mention here is that you have to go all the way through the booking process, okay? Because if you saw on Expedia, when I got to one point, it said 408, right? It said that my price was going to be 408. So let me show you it again, and it actually was 520. So see how it says 408 right there?
Right.
So if someone was to look at our website and say, oh, well, ours is 351, there's a 408, it's only like a $50 or $60 difference. We still beat them, but you need to go all the way through the process because you can see what that difference truly is. So if you're showing this to a prospect or someone, this is a great way to do it. So again, this portal right here, Hotel and Resorts, in my opinion, is probably going to be our most used product because it can be used anytime, anywhere in the world. And you just got to go through here and figure out where you want to stay, you know. And these are all different types of hotels. I mean, you could do the same thing for Caesar's Palace or MGM Grand or any of the very nice hotels in Vegas that you wanted or anywhere worldwide. So, and the percentages are always going to be different. You can save. I've seen people save 52%. I've seen some that save 15. Okay, so it's across the board. You just have to do a little bit of research.
But it's like we're looking at it where it's $48. But how did you get to the other slide? Did you go ahead and just go through the whole booking process?
Yeah. So let's just go right here. We'll do this International Palms Resort. If I go right here to view rates, it's going to ask you to select a room. Okay, so you can go through here and figure out which room you want. But I just chose the first one for this example because I knew it was going to be the same as Expedia's first one. So if I hit select room, it's going to walk me through. It's going to show me the exact price, which is $230. Robert, do you mind if I look out on Expedia just to see if we beat it?
Let's do it.
Okay, give me 1 second here. I mean, we're already here. We may as well try it. Remember what the name of that International Palms Resort. Okay, and again, I
do during a presentation at some point too, show a live discount. You know, I think that'll be.
Oh, yeah, and you know, obviously you can do your research and you can be ready. I'm doing this on the fly, which, you know, I guess I could get caught here. Maybe we don't beat Expedia on this, but it's okay. I mean, you know, we want it to be as real as can be. And look, Expedia is offering 50% off of these rooms, so let's see if we can even beat them. Book now. You can see same exact type of room. We're going to go ahead and book. Pay total now. So 467. Expedia says they're giving you a 50% discount, so 467 here, and ours was $230. Is that a difference?
Big difference.
I'm not a mathematician, but that's pretty close to 50%, isn't it?
That's a start living difference.
That's a start living difference. So this is why, I mean, the free accommodations are cool. There's no doubt. We're the only company out there that offers them. And, you know, you do have to jump through some small hoops, in my opinion. But, and I say that because I'm the type of traveler that I like to pick up and go, right? If my wife and I we want to head down to Austin or wherever for the weekend, I just want to be able to go and book it sometime. So for me and my lifestyle, and you know, as hectic and busy as it is, or if I have to go meet someone, you know, in Vegas, I can pick up, I can go right here, and I can do it. Very simple, right? So this is it. Now, I do want to point out one thing on this because we always get this question. Do you earn travel commissions off of this portal? And the answer is no. Okay, the only portal, and we'll get to it here in just 1 second, is going to be the GoStartLiving.com portal, is where you earn commissions back. So I just wanted to be clear because we always get that question. So if I book right here, you're telling me I get these huge savings and I get commissions, and the answer is no. And also remember, this is only for members. These have to be password protected. This portal right here. So you know, you definitely can show them in presentations, but just keep in mind that this is a for member only. This is not something that you're going to be sharing with anybody to be able to use.
Right.
Okay. All right. So let's get back here. So again, that's the 2SL hotels and resorts. The next product I want to show you here is our 2SL condos. Now, let me just back up here. You are going to have here in the next couple days, you're going to have a number that actually shows up here. Okay, so you will have your own number. I think we're actually putting on the back of cards, but you'll see it any day now. So we're going to go ahead and go here to 2SL condos. Now, I already have an account, okay, so I'm just going to log in. Now, what these condos do, we have 3 different condo portals. Okay, this condo portal specifically right here, it's going to be some fantastic deals. I mean, you can save up to 70% off condo stays. You can even sometimes find them on Expedia and things like that. But let's go ahead and these prices, by the way, these prices are going to be anywhere from about $300 all the way. I think the very highest price we have might be like $1,100. These all are 7-night and 8-day stays, just so you know. They're worldwide. It really doesn't matter where you look at in the world. You can usually find something. But I'll give you an example though. My wife and I, we'd love to go to Destin, Florida. It's the Redneck Riviera, right? And they don't have a ton of condos down there that have vacancy. So we've yet to be able to find a condo on this in Destin, Florida. But if you go to Orlando or you want to take your kids to Disney World or anything like that, there's a ton of different options down there for that. So I'm just going to look at Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, and we'll just go November. Now the other cool thing about this is you can book these anytime. You can book these condos anytime that you want to go, so there's no restrictions on dates or anything like that. And in fact, you can go in here and you can search, and I'll show you here in just a second. So here we are in Puerto Vallarta. There's a lot of different options that you have, and you can go in here and you can take a look. But you see where it says book/hold?
Yeah.
You can actually hold one of these condos for 24 hours. So let's say that you found one that you really, really wanted, but you had to talk to your spouse or your friends or whoever you were traveling with before you actually pulled the trigger. You could click on it and you could hold it, okay, for up to 24 hours. So you can see the price differences here. Also, one thing I want to be very clear on, if it says all-inclusive mandatory means you have to pay for the all-inclusive. Now, this is optional. You don't have to do the all-inclusive in this specific resort right here. The other thing that you want to look close at is the occupancy. So you can see some of these are 1 bedrooms. That means it's going to be 1 bedroom plus a little sitting area. So you can see that's 4 people. Some of these have up to 6 people that they can sleep, and in fact, there's some that sleep all the way up to 8 or 10 people. So just keep that in mind when you're searching here.
Well, that's in a bedroom. Does that mean they go pull out couches or? Yeah.
So let me show you here. I'll show you like this one right here. I don't know what it's going to show as far as the bedroom is concerned, but let's see if there's any images here that we can take a look at. So you can see this one has a little bedroom area, and this is going to be your dining and sitting area. There's a jacuzzi in the room right there. That shows the beach. Let's go back here. Oh, well, shoot. I thought it was going to allow me to go back and to the same search, but for some reason it didn't. So as you're going through here, you can see right now, so we could travel the 15th through the 22nd in a 2-bedroom, right? 2-bedroom. That would sleep up to 6 people. So they're thinking 2 people in each room, and then there's probably a pull-out couch as well. There's also a mini kitchen there, so if you wanted to buy food and bring it in and cook, you could do that. And our price is $1,199, so $1,200. Now versus a retail price of $2,500, so you're saving about 50%. But if you start doing the math on that, right? I mean, if you can travel for 7 nights and 8 days and you can take 6 people, I mean, again, I'm not a mathematician, but that's $200 per person, right?
Yep.
So still pretty good. So that is 2SL condos. That's exactly what we do here with that. So any questions on this, Robert, before I go to the next one?
No, go to the next one. That's real
Okay.
good.
All right, perfect. Okay, so our other option here is going to be our second condo portals, and there's actually 2 portals inside this. So I'm going to go on and click here. Again, everyone's going to be given their own number on this, but give me just a second here as this thing's loading up. There it is. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit submit. Okay, so your first time that you go to this, again, you're going to be given your own number. There's this portal right here, okay? This is not, when you look at it, this is truly an RCI portal, okay? It's not going to be branded to 2SL, actually either one of these portals, but the deals are phenomenal. Now, one thing I want to make sure you need to read this portal right here on the left is for U.S. residents only. but this is very comparable to 2SL condos, the one that we just looked at. So you can go here, but you can find different deals. You can find different locations as well. So it's a great place to search. I'm just going to go ahead and click on it so you can see it'll pop up here, and you're going to see that it has a very similar type of feel. So if we go to, let's just go back to Puerto Vallarta, and we were in November. We can see some of the same locations, but we might see some difference in prices. So you can see there how it says all-inclusive, optional. And you can,
I'm still looking at your same.
Oh, you know why this thing popped up in a different window. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. One second, Roderick. It just okay, you should see a different screen now.
Yes.
Okay, now I got to get back to that screen. So yeah, I have about 500 of them open. Give me just a second here. Sorry about that. Where is the thing? Okay, there it is. Sorry. Okay, so here we go. I did the same search. I did Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I did November. So like I said, I do remember seeing that name on the last one in 2SL condos. But this gives you a little bit more detail on them. You can actually see pictures a little bit differently. You're going to see some new ones, like that was not on there. And these keys talk about like what type of resort they are. If you go down to like these little keys right here, that's a customer rating. Okay, so if you see one that has 1 or 2, I would kind of stay away from those. But you can scroll down here and you start to see some of these are all-inclusive mandatory. So just keep in mind, if they say mandatory, it means that you have to do their all-inclusive plans. Okay, and that's going to totally break it down for you. But so again, you can go through here. You can hold or you can book. So it's a very cool thing. I was trying to find the one that we just looked at, but I don't see it. Here is an awesome resort, by the way. I mean, Hard Rock, you can stay at Hard Rock for $405. So just keep that in mind. That is.
Now, when you say the all-inclusive is mandatory, so even though it's $405, it's going to be more?
No, so let me show you. Let me show you what that means. So 405 would be for the accommodations, and then we're going to go right here to this page. As you can see, it pops up here, and it's going to break it down for you exactly what is included in that. Do you see that? I don't. For some reason, it's not allowing me to.
Is that a price of? Was it $2,000 or $3,000 something?
Let me see here. Yes, so you can see, I mean, what is that? Let's hit yes here just for a second, and it'll be a lot easier to read here. So you can see, I mean, that's why I'm showing you this, because on these all-inclusive resorts, you really need to watch it, because sometimes they can hit you on this. I mean, you know, we're going to have, which we don't even have up yet, where people can see, but we'll have our Start Living Getaways that, here's what I would say, okay? If you're wanting to go all-inclusive, my opinion is probably not booking an all-inclusive resort on these condo portals, because I think, you know, what they tend to do sometimes, maybe they put the price really low for accommodations, and then they try to make money back on these all-inclusives. They'd probably be mad for me saying that, but I don't really care. I want you guys to get the best deal that you possibly can.
I agree.
Okay. So again, if you're using it, I would just make sure that, you know, for all-inclusive resorts, you can use our Start Living Getaways. But if you're wanting to stay in a condo, I mean, there are some definitely awesome condos. So let me get back here to where I can show you this other screen. Hold on. Just a minute. I'm sorry. This thing.
All good.
I wanted to show you this other condo portal, because this thing has got some unbelievable deals. So just give me just a second here. Okay, can you see the products page again?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to scroll back down here, and again, it's going to take me a second because I'm going to have to bring this page up again, and it's going to open up a new window. So just give me a second. But what I did want to share with you is that if you're using this one over here, there are some instructions, so just make sure to follow those instructions. So give me just a second. I'm going to go in and log in, and then I'll get back here to where you can see my page. Give me a second. Okay, so you should see a different portal there now, Roderick.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So these have some really huge discounts. I mean, honestly, what you're going to look at here, they have what they call hot weeks, and these hot weeks are weeks that are going to be, only 60 days out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just hit book now on one of these resort weeks. You can do it up there too, but I went ahead and just click that button. So as you scroll down here, I mean, the very first one that's listed here, we've got Dominican Republic. Now you can see you'd have to leave in the next 7 days, but this is a 1-bedroom. It sleeps 6 people. This is 7 nights and 8 days. Do you see that price right there?
$100 after savings. All right.
$100.
Ooh.
So do the math on that. So you tell me. I mean, would you stay at this resort right here for $100 for 7 nights?
Yep.
So this is some phenomenal savings, obviously, that you see right here. So they do have all-inclusive options if you want to use them. But I just wanted to show you this. Now, again, this is just one option. They have a ton of them. So you can go through here, and I want to show you. They have 10 pages of these, $224 and up, just depending on where you want to stay. You can search by dates, location, size, all that stuff. Okay. Now, also, there's also the option that if you wanted to travel maybe 90 days from now or whatever, there's some different options that you could go in here. So let's just look at some of those. Okay. Let's look at Aruba. I mean, honestly, I don't know what this thing's going to look like. Go ahead.
I said, why not?
Yeah, why not? Why not? It's in the Caribbean, so you can take a look at Aruba. Okay, so here we go. So we could go, actually, this is Thanksgiving, by the way, $776 for this location. I have no idea about this location, but you can definitely get in here and take a look. Not too shabby. I didn't know from that first picture if it was going to be decent, but looks like it's fairly nice. So $767. That's for 7 nights and 8 days. You can see they have their own little kitchenettes here. I mean, it is a straight look at that. That's like a little house.
That's nice. Very nice.
For $767 for sleeping 6 people, it's a pretty cool thing. So that's the other condo portal. That's all 3 condo portals that you have here. Let me get back here to share one more screen with you, and then we will finish this thing up.
Now, if someone wanted to find, do we do cruises in there though, right?
Yeah, we do. We definitely do cruises. Now, I will tell you, let me go right here to products. I'm going to show you something. The last product that we have here is our GoStartLiving.com travel portal, and that's going to be your normal travel portal, right? I mean, just like Expedia, Travelocity, Booking. Yeah, our prices are going to be very, very similar to any of these companies. The only difference is we pay the commissions back to you, right? So all of you right now, you have your link already listed down here. That's your affiliate link. So you can actually just click right there. Now, I'll tell you, we just updated the design of this. I don't know if you've checked it out, but we have updated the design of this. Okay, so on this portal right here, just so you know, I want to be very clear. This is going to be the portal that you definitely can book flights on. You can book hotels, travel. You can do anything you want on this, even cruises, as you talked about. And I'll click right there in a second, but I want to explain something before I do. But we just updated this, okay, to make it look very uniform with everything else we have going. But I'm going to go through just a really quick search here. We'll do flight, car, hotel. Why not? So let's just go. I'm in Northwest Arkansas, so I'm going to pick Northwest Arkansas, and we're going to go to Las Vegas. And I think we went the 3rd through the 8th, so I'm just going to keep that same, or the 3rd through the 7th. Same thing, I'm going to go 2 adults, and let's go ahead and hit search here. So you can see, just like a normal search engine, it's going to gather the data. We have some low price guarantees inside this. The cool thing about this is we're going to kick the commission back to you. Now, while this thing is searching, the question a lot of people have is, when do I get paid the commission? You get paid the commission after the trip is taken, because as you know, people can cancel, and we can't be paying out commissions on commissions that we never receive, if that makes any sense. Right. So just like any other travel portal, you're going to go through here. They have the different hotels listed. They have options for flights underneath it, and we did a car too. So you can see we hit it 3 ways. We would make the complete most of that. So and you can see that we have a lot of guaranteed low prices, but we have everything that anyone else is going to have here as far as a normal search engine. So the question becomes, what would I use this for? Well, if it was me personally, I would probably book my flights on here, or if you're like an executive platinum or something like that at American, you're obviously just going to book with American or whoever you fly with. But the reason why I say this is a portal that you're going to be able to share. I mean, imagine for a second being able to give out your link to friends, family members, putting it on Facebook, whatever. It's a very easy way to not have any type of sales pitch attached to anything, and you can make that retail income, right? That's exactly what this is. This is a retail product that you sell. It has no attachment to your network marketing business. It has no attachment to any type of compensation plan. You're going to get the commissions back to you, but no one even knows anything about that when they visit this site. It is truly like visiting any other website. Our prices are just as good as anything out there, I can tell you that. I mean, we're going to be within a couple dollars of any major travel site out there, just so you know.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to home here because you asked about cruises. We definitely have an option to hit cruises here. Now, this cruise, when you hit this button right here, this is going to take you outside of the 2SL system, but you can book your cruises right here. The other options that we have for cruises, we do have the option for people to save up to 60%, okay, up to 60%, and that right there is going to be located in your 2SL holiday packages as well. So when we have this up and you have your new 2SL holidays, which let's just call it 2SL Silver, Gold, or Platinum, you have that portal that you can log into. You will see the option there to actually save, up to 60%. Now, it's up to 60%. You may only save 15%. There may not be vacancy there. Okay, so again, I like being transparent. I don't like sending someone there saying, "Hey, it's 60%," and you're thinking it's $1,000, but I'm only paying $400. I don't like that if that's not the case. So just know that it's going to depend on the time of the year that you're wanting to travel. If you're looking to take a cruise in October or November, you're probably going to get some pretty good rates because that's the hurricane season. So you'd have a good shot at getting some good rates. But if you're looking to travel in June, on a holiday weekend, you might not save a dime. I mean, you might get 5 or 10%. Who knows? You just have to get out there and search and look. So that will also be included in your holidays packages. So does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so there's 2 products that you don't see here today. I'm just going to cover them really quickly, Roderick, and then for the sake of time, we can wrap this thing up. Okay, so I'll get my camera back on here rather than sharing my screen. Okay, so there we go. All right, so we do have 2 other products that we've never introduced that are going to be coming. One of those are going to be called basically travel gift cards. So anytime anyone comes in and they purchase a product from us, whether it be the platinum, all the way to the bronze, we're going to give dollar for dollar back in travel gift cards. Now you might be saying, what do you mean, James? Well, basically what we're going to do, let's say that someone came in at the silver package, we're going to give them $550 in travel cards, travel gift cards. It'd be like going up to Walmart or wherever you shop and you see those gift cards for Applebee's. You have to use those gift cards at Applebee's, right? You can't use them at Red Lobster. You got to use them at Applebee's. So it's the same concept. We're going to give you travel gift cards that you can use with 2SL. So what that means is you can use them for normal retail travel. So there's going to be a number associated with them. Let's say that someone wants to go to wherever, okay, that is part of their travel gift card. They can call the number on the back, and they're going to be able to save up to $100 off their vacation. Okay, these things are also fully transferable. So if you have a friend, a family member, maybe you want to give it away for a wedding gift, whatever it is. Maybe you just want to show someone some of the savings that we can give them here at 2SL. You're going to be able to give those other way. But the most exciting way that I think people are going to use them is on the next product that we're bringing out here is our Start Living Getaways. Okay, our Start Living Getaways are going to be built around all-inclusive resorts, and they're going to be anywhere from 4-night all the way up to 7-night stays at all-inclusive resorts. Okay, all-inclusive, yeah. So we're talking Mexico, Dominican Republic. I mean, anywhere that you can think of that would be a great time for you and your family to have all-inclusive resorts, and we're talking about serious savings. I looked at one yesterday. I'll just give you an example. I looked at one yesterday. We actually did a quote for a friend of mine, not even in 2SL, and it was $2,000 cheaper than the retail price. So now they're staying for 7 nights, and it was around Thanksgiving. But man, that's some serious jack. If you can save someone $2,000 off a vacation, shoot. So these Start Living Getaways, what's going to be really cool about it is we're going to design these around you, being able to create some of that team experience. Okay, so if you want to take you and your team down to Cancun for 4 or 5 nights to an all-inclusive resort, you're going to have the opportunity to do that. The other cool thing is these travel gift cards that I talked about. We're going to allow you to use up to a certain amount of those on these different trips. Okay, so let's say that you're going to Cancun, and let's say it's a 7-night deal, and let's say that we can save you $1,000 off of a retail price. So the retail price is $2,500. We can give it to you for $1,500, and we might say, well, you can also use another $100 of your travel gift card. So we're going to take it all the way to $1,400. Okay, that's just an example.
That's great.
Yeah, it's really cool, and that it's going to be I talked about that hotel and resorts being our most popular product. Our Start Living Getaways will probably end up being the most visible, exciting product because it's cool to be able to travel with people and be able to just hang out and build your camaraderie there with your team. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's it, man. I mean, that's our travel packages lined up. The only thing I didn't go over what's included in each package. You can actually see that on the website. But just know, I mean, the easiest way to remember it is the starter. You're essentially getting your own just GoStartLiving.com portal that you can earn commissions back on that retail product. The bronze, you've got your access to the 2SL condos. With the silver and above, that's where you start to get access to all those things that I just showed you, but your free accommodations go up as your package goes up, and you guys know that. 5 for silver, 11 for gold, 30 for platinum, which is huge. So that's it, man. That's it in a nutshell.
My question would be, depending on their pack, let's say they're on a bronze, where they won't even see the other options anyway, correct?
Yeah, correct. I mean, the way we're going to have it set up in our system is that whatever package you purchase, that's the products that you're going to see. And it's not like that right now. I mean, it doesn't. If you bought a starter package right now, you can see everything that's in there. I mean, you have access to it, but you can see it. So we're gonna have a couple different options because there's some people that might want to purchase that package if they keep seeing that they can't have access to it. So
right.
Yeah. So we'll give those options, but yeah, I mean at the same time we don't want to cause confusion. So if you're in the silver, you're gonna see your silver packages gold, just exactly like it should be.
Well, since we are giving accommodations with our packages, so when someone upgrade, they will actually pay the entire upgrade cost, correct?
Yeah, great question. I mean, our products are standalone products, okay? I know there's a lot of different companies out there that they say, okay, well, if you step up from the bronze to the silver, you have to pay the difference. Now, that'd be cool if our products didn't have any value, but we actually buy these things. I mean, these are standalone products, so we would go out of business if we didn't charge the full price.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. I'm going to stop the broadcast side though.
Okay. All right.